bottom, we've got the RGB DRLs. So Hancho sent over some DRLs previously, yellow DRLs, and I'm like, hey, these are cool, but I've seen some other DRLs that like can change colors and things. So I'm like, what about those? Well, they're like, yeah, what about this? All right, so they did it. Obviously gonna look at the app, we've got a remote and full install. So if you saw that previous video I did with the yellow DRLs and the install, there is a third screw, right? The third screw in the back that's like, can be really difficult to get through. I showed you different ways, different types of tools, the techniques that I use to get to it. Well, while doing this one, I discovered a much easier way. That third screw is really not an issue any longer. So I tell you about that and the module, adding these additional wires connect both headlights. The module is difficult to get in. Well, I show you how to get that thing in there. It's not that big of a deal. And because I was pulling the whole front bumper off for something else, I get good camera angles. And you know what? I even took the entire headlight out just to really show you what's going on in there. But you don't need to do that for the install. I show you what you need to do and the easiest way to do it. Because that's what this channel is all about. Yeah, that's why you gotta like, subscribe, and set notifications. But hey, if installs like this intimidate you, look me up on Instagram. I am available for a small fee. Remember the discount code TESLAMARK. Try it out everywhere. It will save you the most amount of money. Obviously, it's on yellow right now, but we've got this killer app also. You've got all of these preset colors here. If you're not happy with those, you can like swivel around and add your own presets. I mean, come on. Make them a little brighter. Make them dimmer. This app does all kinds of things. I've barely gotten into it. You can sync to music maybe? I'm not sure. I don't even know what a bunch of this stuff is here. I think a lot of this stuff is obviously for room lighting. You know, they just use the same app for everything. Having an issue with the app or phone? Well, check this out. You got a standard old remote here. Dim this down. Crank it back up. This is some kind of preset thing here. Run through all the different colors. Yeah, this is called the get a ticket mode right here. As far as having issues with different colors and, you know, the law, I'm pretty sure they have a problem with red and blue, especially if you're going to be like flashing. So this is going to be a little bit risky for you, but I don't know, greens, yellows, you're definitely fine. If you're parked at a show or something, no, I see people with all kinds of colors on their car and all kinds of modes. It's no big deal. But if you're driving around, you know, they're going to give you potentially a little bit of a hard time. I wish I could drive around with red and not worry about it because, you know, kind of goes here with some other things I have going on right now. But I am really, really digging the ability to do the whole RGB thing. That is awesome. So I haven't had any DRLs before, so I don't have any issues getting pulled over with any weird colors. Comment below if you've had any of this issue, if you're aware of anything. It's not to say I haven't had any lights on my car before, but it's more of a holiday thing. In a couple spots, the install bounces between my friend's car and my car. Don't get confused. Might be able to be done with the wheel and tire on, but it just seems like it's more of a pain than it's worth. So took the wheel and tire off, took all of the push pins off around here in order to pull this down. Get access to, because what we need to get to is right here, and these two bottom screws are really easy to get to. There's a third one kind of back there, can't really get the camera in there to see it very well, and it feels like it would be easy to just get in there and get out, but it's not. These are T20s, I believe. Anyway, that is what we have to take off first. But yeah, I would advise taking the wheel and tire off, taking this fender down. It's really not that big of a deal. Then you've got way easier access to this. So as I was doing the usual struggle to get back there, trying some different techniques just to, you know, try them out, see if anything is easier than when I put the yellow DRLs in my friend's car. And no, not finding anything easier at all, except when I took a better look and went, hey, What's all that light over there? Okay, obviously I've got the frunk out, and I had it out for other reasons, but look at this. Look, that is the Torx bit, and you got to put like a universal on there or something. So what's great again is that these Torx bits are just, they're so loose that you can spin them out just by hand. You don't even need a wrench to turn them out. And I like using this 3/8, although the actual Torx bit is a quarter. So I've got the converter, 3/8 to a quarter converter, and then I've got that U-joint in there. If you use a 1/4 inch, however, you can actually get it all the way up here, and it's a little bit of a straighter run, but you know, you don't need to. You can do this. When you're trying to, however, get the Torx bit to go in there and you got this U-joint, you know, it's all flopping all over the place. So I just used the screwdriver to kind of, you know, hold it up, just kind of while you're pushing on this side here. And I didn't want to mount the camera anywhere, it's a little hard to do, but you get the idea. And then, yeah, once it's in there, you just spin it by hand and turn it out. But you can imagine it is way easier when you can actually see the screw. So lesson is take the freaking trunk out and you're good to go. Also, taking this off really didn't really make it any easier. Fender would be like here, so you've got some kind of more access just to put your arm, but it really does not help you at all. There's no way to get in back behind there from under here. I thought for sure there would be some way to do it. It turns out though that this, you know, taking this bumper off isn't really helping you at all. Taking the tire off, taking this thing all the way down, it does help. It aids in just kind of reducing frustration. You know, here on the other side, right there, it's right there. It's a little bit more of a bend, but I think we're good to go on this side too. So yeah, anyway, this is the trick. Okay, all 3 screws out, and this pops out. It does not pop out very far at all. And spin it around. You gotta push that tab in. All right, I can't do this with one hand, but anyway, you push this in and this connector comes unplugged. Okay, so there is actually, oh, and this is interesting. This is model Y25, RGBW R. Okay, so there is a left and right. Hopefully that's in focus. But anyway, there is a little R at the end of that, and that is the right side. And they only fit on here, like in one direction. So once you have that figured out, then we go ahead and put this thermal paste on there, which is very important. These suckers get hot, and they need these cooling fins to help keep them cool. Well, it has to be able to conduct that heat to those fins. So I tried to put like half of it or so on there. Okay. So make sure you take this out. And then because we have these wires coming out of here, what we need to do is take this off. Okay, this should still fit. I'm going to find out. Okay, something I noticed here as I was struggling over there to put this on the actual car. I've got the lube around here, but these wires have to be pushed in. See how I got them going down and then back up? Because there is another piece of, you know, plastic, whatever, in there that has to go here. So anyway, they don't seem to show that in any of their videos, but that's what you get here on my channel, these super bonus tips. So what I'm doing here, because we've expanded this, obviously, a good deal, I'm throwing some of this super lube on here. I love this stuff, this synthetic grease. Able to get it at Harbor Freight, not sure where else, probably Amazon, who knows. But this is normally kind of a tight fit. It's actually like a really nice fit without these extra wires coming through there. So I knew that this was going to be tight if we expanded it all. So having a hard time kind of squishing it in there. So I thought I'd throw this super lube on there to see if it goes any better. All right, so decided to just take the headlight out and show you guys what's going on, because it's just so much easier. And since I've got the bumper and everything off for other reasons, you know, what's another 2 or 3 bolts? It's just hard when it's in the car to see what's going on, and I'm pushing this thing in, and you know, you're pushing it in and pushing it in, and especially pushing from, you know, underneath the fender in that, you can't really push it in, and it kind of pops right back out. But once you get these screws started, and you can push this in enough to get the screws started, then you screw these in and it goes in pretty easy. You know, I'm not putting a lot of torque on this at all. Although you don't want to get too crazy because you're just screwing into plastic here. So if there's like a massive block and it doesn't want to go in, you know, you can't give too much torque to it. So it's pretty much down all the way. Yeah. It's sealed up. This is sealed up pretty well. All right, let's keep going. All right, I've got the wiring harness here, and this is a pass-through for this right headlight. So I have already unplugged the headlights. This pulls out, and then you can remove the connector from the headlight. I neglected to show that. Okay, this way? Yeah. All right, so we'll plug these in this way, and then plug this into the headlight. This comes from the module, and it plugs into this short end here. There's this really long cable. I already kind of just put it over there for now, but anyway, plug this short one into here. Let's plug these two together. Let me see. All right, I'll plug those in a second. Okay, now power, the only red wire. Let's take this off of the battery. And, you know, they have the strangest hookups for this stuff. Wrap it around here. Maybe pull all of this off, and I'm going to twist this up a little bit better and then put the cap back on, but that's basically what they tell you to do. Yeah, look at that, look at that. Right now, basically, it's easy to just use this basic driver here. So put this one in maybe a quarter halfway, the other one a quarter halfway, and then we're going to go to the top to that third Torx and screw that one in with this huge extension. And I magnetized the tip of this Torx here to hold onto the screw. Otherwise, you could just put some electrical tape or something like that to hold it on. I am going to put it in there and start screwing it down. A little tough with the camera and stuff, so let me get that screw in there. You want to try to bring these in, you know, somewhat evenly. So you don't want to tighten one side up completely and leave the other side loose. That's not going to be good. You want it to go in somewhat flat. You know, and then we're going to pass this up there just like the other side. We do need to get the app. Okay, looks like it leads to Lotus Lamp, so you could just go right to it if, you know, you want to go in the Google Play Store or whatever. We got to power this on first. All right, we're up and running. Cool. So let's tap in here. Oh, guys, this is so cool. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. This is so cool. I just did a bunch of zip ties, got everything about as neat as it's going to get. Tied everything up, the wires, power, the other signal cable coming over to the other headlight here. And when I put the frunk back in, I'm going to make sure that this area doesn't get smashed. You want to make sure that you keep things off of areas that the frunk actually sits on. You know, you don't want to crush any of the wires, so just keep that in mind when you're putting things there. And you know, you should zip tie wires so they're not just kind of all over the place. All right, and that's it. That's all we have to do at this point. I still have a little work to do here, however.